So on the other side, we got Keys Lakers tonight, 7 p.m. Eastern time. The early tip. You got to get out there in L.A. Got to fight that traffic and get home to watch the Lakers early today. Oof. Clippers, though, they're up 3-1. Big win over the Nuggets last night. We had mentioned this. This is the 50th year of Clippers basketball. They have never made the Western Conference Finals. Never in their history. Not the NBA Finals, Key. The Western Conference Finals.
Okay, that's enough. If you guys can't see this, Key had the biggest grin, annoying grin on his face and smile when you were making that comment.
As they say, that's our Clippers story. Move on to the next.
So it's time for Straight Talk, brought to you by Straight Talk Wireless. So let's move on. A reminder, we're presented by Progressive Insurance, cars, homes, boats, motorcycles, RVs, and more at Progressive.com. When you see the performance of Kawhi Leonard, another great performance, when you see what Paul George has been doing, when you see what LeBron has been doing, it's almost a given, right, that Giannis is going to win the MVP, right? It's a given. But you want to mention that maybe, just maybe, you are knocking on the door of maybe saying...
because Kawhi Leonard and the Clippers are knocking on the door of a world championship. And if you didn't see the red Terminator eyes last night, you need to start focusing on it because he's just been a machine. He's been a machine. He's making a case for the bubble MVP. I mean, look, LeBron James in that conversation, Jimmy Butler in that conversation, a lot of big-time players. But Kawhi Leonard, with all the talk that happened throughout the bubble about JWill, doing things outside extracurricular activities, mental health, playoff P, Montrezl Harrell, losing his grandmother, coming back to the bubble. He's just been the sustainability of excellence. Last night, he had 30 points, 10 rebounds, 9 assists, 4 assists, a couple of blocks. 9 assists, 4. He does everything on this team each and every night. And by the way, he guards the other team's best player.
So what you're saying essentially is when the NBA plays its most important games, the postseason, to try to crown its 74th champion. By the way, the champion's going to play 11 months. If you take into the gap, 11 months to crown a champion. But hey, it'll be worth it for somebody, especially if the Clippers get there first. You're saying those postseason games should be lumped in with the regular season to decide the MVP? It's too important to ignore?
I hate regular season awards. And I know fans and players appreciate it. It's great. But when do we ever value the regular season? We only value it when it comes to seeding. We don't value it. It actually gets used against you. Look for Giannis. Your regular season MVP doesn't win anything in the playoffs. Why just not count everything? Because if we're counting everything right now, LeBron James is by far the MVP of this year. By far the MVP of this year.
I want to say this, even though we all know this. Man, Kawhi really good.
Yeah,
man. That dude is ridiculous. It's you watch all this sports, but when you start really paying attention, this is all I got is focus in on the Clippers and what they're doing and Kawhi Leonard and what he's doing. You look back, you go, this dude, he just doesn't get enough credit as one of those top all-time dudes.
And I'll say this, Key, that's why I said it yesterday. If they win a world championship and they have to go through LeBron James, that's going to be a matchup that he's going to take.
Yeah.
If there's one player that LeBron James has trouble against, it's Kawhi Leonard.
And when you talk about the awards in the regular season, Rookie of the Year, Comeback Player of the Year, those sort of things, yeah. But MVP should push over into the playoffs. Because essentially, everybody that's in the playoffs are, for the most part, is up for the MVP. Nobody's outside the playoffs are getting an MVP. So why not just push it into the playoffs?
Why ignore it when the stakes are the highest? It doesn't make any common sense.
Thanks for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN Plus right now.